It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. An Awabba couple accused of bashing former Test cricketer Robert Dutchy Holland and his wife Carolyn in August last year will face trial in Newcastle District Court. Bob Holland asked the pair not to ride their dirt bike on Awabba Oval, fearing they could tear up the surface. But Newcastle local court heard yesterday Benjamin Gibbs and Tiffany Pandell took exception to the request and allegedly punched and kicked the Hollands. The pair will face an arraignment hearing on June 22. A Carter fish and chip shop has been left smoke damage from an overnight fire. Firefighters from 6 stations were called to Paul's on Harrison just before 11 last night to find a large amount of smoke coming from the store. They found an overheated oil fryer had caught alight. They managed to douse the flames before the fire could spread to adjoining shops, including the nearby Woolworths store. The Greens have released new data which highlights the huge impact on Hunter families and the community from problem gambling. The Hunters clubs and pubs raked in a staggering $1.1 billion from poker machines in just the last 3 months of 2016. Greens MP Justin Field says the problems with how the industry operates, its transparency and how the money is taxed needs to be fixed in order to put an end to the societal breakdowns.
It would be appropriate for more tax to be paid so that tax can be put into services to support those people suffering addiction. At the moment, the grants that are provided by some of the clubs for community projects actually offset their tax liabilities as well. So there are a range of problems.
It's been revealed a man who allegedly attacked his girlfriend at Redhead Beach was out on parole for killing his former partner 11 years ago. The Herald reports Brian Kaiser was refused bail in Newcastle local court yesterday. He's accused of choking his girlfriend until she passed out on May 12 and then assaulting her again when she came to. Kaiser was previously convicted for manslaughter over the drive-by shooting of his former partner at Rutherford in 2006. The Housing Industry Association is hitting back after the state opposition announced it would introduce a new bill to disqualify developers and real estate agents from holding office on local councils, including in the Hunter. It's a bid to avoid a repeat of the 2011 electoral donation scandal, but the HIA believes councils would actually lose out on the experience and expertise these people can provide if they're banned from standing for councils. Executive Director Craig Jenian says there are measures in place to ensure any possible conflict of interest doesn't influence decisions.
The view that individual councillors have the capacity to influence a council vote on matters that will benefit them commercially is completely ignoring many of the checks and balances that have been developed in our political system. Planning proposals and decisions where conflicts of interest exist have to be declared.
Lake Macquarie clubs and organisations in need of improvement works to their facilities are being encouraged to apply for assistance as part of this year's CityServe initiative. The one-day event mobilises volunteers from local church groups who fix garden painting, decking and paving issues for local community groups in need. Council's Coordinator of Recreation and Land Planning, Stephen Prince, says more volunteers are always welcome.
This is the 5th year that the program has been running in the Lake Macquarie area, and the projects will range from a whole gamut of projects, from painting to gardening and backyard blends, just some general improvements to facilities. I think the CSURF program is always seeking volunteers to assist, so I'm sure if people are keen to volunteer, we'd love to hear from them as well.
Sport for our sponsor, PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
Knights coach Nathan Brown is using the bye weekend to freshen up his team ahead of next weekend's tough test against the top-of-the-table Melbourne Storm. Brown is positive about the improvement of the Knights, with the team leading at half-time in each of their past 4 matches.
Our last 4 games we've led at half-time, and they're doing plenty of hard work, and they're all contributing very, very well at training, and we just got to look to improve in a couple of small areas on the field. But this week for us, if we can freshen them up, and next week we'll have a good tough week of training.
In ice hockey, the Newcastle North Stars are preparing for a long trip on the road this weekend, heading to Adelaide on Saturday and then Perth on Sunday. The defending champions are looking for just their 3rd win of the season as they remain at the foot of the ladder. And Newcastle Hunters basketballer Susie Batkovic is yet to make a call on her international future. The 36-year-old Opal star has made herself unavailable for the upcoming Asian Cup and is still undecided on whether it will mark full-time on her career. Fellow Novocastrian Katie Ebzery was selected in the Opal side to compete in India next month. And the winning numbers in Wednesday Lotto are 36, 11, 32, 19, 42 and 2, and the supplementaries are 21 and 10. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.